Now here in this video we are concerned with a conjugated protein. In last video we are simply discussed about a classification of protein as a simple protein and a conjugated protein, and according to the three different criteria, for example composition, shape of the protein and its solubility characters. That means the proteins are classified as a simple protein and a conjugated proteins mainly due according to the criteria of solubility, composition and a shape of the protein. Here in last video we were discussed about the simple protein, and in this video we are concerned with the conjugated protein. As far as the conjugated proteins are concerned, conjugated proteins are simply the proteins which are actually complex one, and these complex proteins are why? Because it contains an amino acid, and along with the amino acid, it is not purely made up of amino acid, but along with the amino acid there are some other substances incorporated in this protein molecule, and due to that it is called as a conjugated protein. That means only amino acids are not there, but along with the amino acid there are some other material, other substances present in the protein molecule. At that time it is called as a conjugated protein. In case of simple protein it is purely made up of amino acids, but in case of conjugated protein amino acids are there, but along with the amino acid there are some other material present, other substances are present in the protein molecule. At that time it is called as a conjugated protein. It is a complex protein. Then conjugated proteins are, these are some examples of conjugated protein. The first example is there, that is called as a nucleoprotein. It is a very important protein that is simply called as nucleoprotein. Nucleoproteins are made up of amino acids, and along with amino acid there are some other material, other substances, that is DNA and RNA, that is simply called as deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid, and these are along with amino acid, that is at that time it is called as a nucleoprotein. The good example is again it is a nucleic acid, that is DNA and RNA. These are the nucleoproteins which are present in mostly in all animals and plants. That means it is a genetic material present in the animals and plant or living organism, that is called as a nucleoprotein. It is a conjugated, important conjugated protein. Then second conjugated protein is there, that is called as a glycoprotein, and these glycoproteins are simply amino acid along with some carbohydrate, a small amount of carbohydrate. At that time it is called as a glycoprotein. That means glycoproteins are made up of amino acid along with some amount of carbohydrate. At that time it is called as a glycoprotein, and these glycoproteins are having some examples. For example, plasma glycoprotein, which is present in antibodies. The antibodies of animal contains a plasma glycoprotein. Then mucin glycoprotein, which is present in the saliva of animal saliva, it contains a mucin glycoproteins. And third example is there, that is muopolysaccharide present in the cartilage. Soft bones are there, soft structures are there in the animal, that is called as cartilage. And in case of skin, the muopolysaccharides are also there. That means muopolysaccharide, mucin glycoprotein or plasma glycoprotein, so these are the some examples of glycoproteins. Then third conjugated protein is there, and this third conjugated protein is a chromoprotein. Chroma means a color. Colored proteins are there. That means simply the proteins are made up of amino acids along with some colored pigments. That means colored pigments are present along with amino acid in the protein molecule. At that time it is called as a chromoprotein. That means chromoprotein is amino acid along with the pigments. It is called as chromoprotein. A good example is the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, which is present in the animal blood, or it is present in the animal blood. At that time it is called as a chromoprotein. Then the next conjugated protein is there, that is the lipoprotein. The lipoprotein, that means the amino acids are there, and along with amino acid there are some lipids. At that time it is called as a lipoproteins. That means lipoproteins are there, they are with the amino acid plus lipids. The good example is the cholesterol present in the animals. Animal मध्ये असणार cholesterol. This is the example of lipoprotein. For example, HDL, LDL cholesterol, which is present in the blood. Triglycerides are there. These are the some examples of the lipoprotein. That means cholesterol, HDL cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, VLDL, VHDL cholesterols, and serum are the good examples of lipoproteins. Then next is the metalloprotein. Metalloproteins, the name itself suggested that the amino acids are there along with some metals, inorganic metals. At that time it is called as a metalloprotein. That means metalloproteins are there with a amino acid plus some metals, inorganic metals are there, and due to that it is called as metalloprotein. And near about 3% plasma proteins are a metalloproteins. That means plasma protein, it contains a 3% plasma proteins are there. They are contains some inorganic metals, and it is called as a metalloprotein. Then next example of conjugated protein is the flavoproteins. Flavoproteins, that means proteins, that is amino acids along with some flavin material. At that time it is called as a flavoprotein. That means a flavin along with amino acid, at that time it is called as flavoprotein. A number of enzymes which are responsible for oxidation and reduction reactions, these enzymes are simply a flavoproteins. That means enzymes are, you know that enzymes are basically proteins. All enzymes are basically proteins, and in these enzymes, the enzymes are simply a flavoprotein because these enzymes are responsible for oxidation and reduction reaction. These are the flavoproteins. The example is the enzymes. Then next is the phosphoproteins. Phosphoprotein means, the name again itself suggested that the amino acid along with some phosphate, at that time it is simply called as a phosphoprotein. That means phosphoprotein is with a phosphate with a amino acid, it is called as phosphoprotein. The good example is there, that is casein in the milk. In milk, the casein protein is present, it is the good example of phosphoprotein. And oovitelline present in the egg. That means egg protein is a phosphoprotein and milk protein is also a phosphoprotein. This is the next conjugated protein. That means there are 7 conjugated proteins are there. They are all, that means amino acid along with some other material. These are the conjugated proteins. These are the some examples of conjugated proteins. Then there are some derived protein. Along with this simple protein and conjugated protein, there are some derived proteins are there. Then what is the meaning of derived protein? Derived protein means the proteins are there, but these proteins are not a natural proteins, but they are somewhat hydrolyzed protein. That means hydrolyzed proteins are simply called as a derived protein. Natural proteins are a complex proteins, but if suppose there is somewhat hydrolysis is the occur in this protein molecule, at that time these proteins are called as a derived protein. For example, metaprotein, proteases, these are the hydrolyzed steps. For example, proteins are somewhat hydrolyzed, it is called as metaprotein. Again it is somewhat hydrolyzed, it is called as protease. Again it is hydrolyzed, it is called as peptones and peptides, and lastly total degradation is occur at that time. Total hydrolysis occur at that time, it is amino acid. That means metaprotein or proteases, these are the hydrolyzed protein. These are the not natural proteins, but they are somewhat hydrolyzed proteins, are simply called as a derived proteins. That means it is not natural protein, naturally occurring protein, but it's a hydrolyzed protein. It is called as a derived protein. This is about the total classification of protein. Proteins are classified into simple protein and conjugated protein. Simple proteins are again subclassified as a fibrous protein and a globular protein according to the structure and solubility characters. Then conjugated proteins are there. These conjugated proteins are characterized, it is a complex protein and characterized by some other material along with amino acid. At that time it is called as a conjugated protein. And derived protein, these are not natural protein, these are the hydrolyzed proteins occur in the organism.